what would be the key benefits of using knowledge graphs as infrastructure for digital twins and industrial AI?
I think there is a lot of different dimensions, right? I mean, if you actually use ontologies and so on, first of all, that's kind of machine understandable. So the equipment or the software, the machines can interpret that kind of knowledge directly. So that's one perspective. And of course, when you do that and you automate those processes, you kind of enforce naturally a common vocabulary and a common, let's say, information management setup. Then there is different perspectives. The other one is that you start to create this kind of knowledge layer and how things are connected to each other. For example, even within one equipment or one robot, which can be extremely complex or simple, how this movement of one axis affects the other. I mean, this might be a stupid comparison, but if you have an extremely complex equipment, how are the different components? How are the different parts connected to each other? And the knowledge graph allows you to create that picture. On top of that, a very positive property of the graphs approach is that you can always build on top of it and extend it when you're going for a more traditional database approach. You design your solution based on what you expect it to be and based on what you know. If at some point in time during that development you need to change the approach, it will require a completely redesign of the solution to accommodate more things that you didn't foresee in the beginning. What this approach of having knowledge graphs is that is not required. You purely extend the graph with the new dimension that you need to have or the new equipment that you want to add to it. I mean, so that's a very powerful thing because in the end you could claim, why should I use knowledge graphs? The technology in itself might be different and therefore there is a complexity in that. And if you're going to use it for one specific case, it might not make much sense. But if you actually want to connect all your factory, one equipment, and then connect the whole factory, and then the whole the factories, and connect it to the knowledge that you have in the company, then this is what the power of having this approach gives you, is that you can always extend the graph to encompass more dimensions and more perspectives without having to work too much in changing the whole solution. So you can go from equipment, then to processes on the line, then to the whole factory, then to the whole company, basically, and connect all the knowledge. And you could look at it from different perspectives and dimensions depending on what part of the graph are you looking for. So I would say that is probably the biggest advantage.